Alright, I'm gonna
What path
talk
lies before
to
me?
my party members, my companions. See what's up.
Lazelle has a dangerous look in her eyes. Let's just hope she reserves those impulses for any common foes.
I ask him about the artifact.
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
Okay, fair enough. You think of all that's happened to us so far?
We haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly?
Lots of my
Master.
stories.
Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. I'm not too hopeful that a Gith crash will actually prove our salvation, but worth keeping in mind. I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
Reason for us not to stay on together if we get on well.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Family, a friend, a lover.
Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
How am I holding up?
You're not the kind of company I'd keep willingly, but all things considered, you'll do. And I haven't forgotten that you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. Perhaps I'll be able to return the favor at some point.
That's because I'm a Drow. Is that why she said that? It's fucked up. She's cold as ice.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
What would a monk say?
Easy is often less interesting. Besides, we've plenty of reason to rely on each other already. You can't confide in just anyone about a monster in your head.
How about this one? Maybe I'd like to get to know you better.
Sweet of you, but don't worry. I'm sure you'll get to know me just fine by traveling together. No need for interrogations just yet.
That's fine.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll get along perfectly well. Fine. What's on your mind?
Yeah, is there? No. Okay, yeah. Leaving. Traveler's chest. Mask of the shapeshifter from Divinity. Clothing chest. Loading adventurer's pack. Dark general dye. Taking it all. I'm opening this chest. Taking cape, loot. Going in the needle, taking lava. All stuff from Divinity. Fly. I can fly. Hold on. What does that mean exactly? Fly to a target position. Okay. Camp supplies and potions. Potion of animal speaking. That's nice to have. Talk to this dude.
I should speak up.
I am enjoying the latest addition to our little group. Lazelle is delightful.
She is.
In a very look at me twice and I'll dismember you kind of way, of course. Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
That's it, huh? Alright, let's go talk to her. This lady's crazy.
Chatter already? Tuskegee.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with 1.
I expect I am your first. Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
Do number 1.
Decadent, then. Lacking in economy. Like so much of this world and its undisciplined people. I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less. Yes, in great detail. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born.
Number 3.
Words forged in steel.
Ain't happening.
May your actions express the same metal. We must find my kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me.
This is good news. What are you talking about?
If you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
This dude's the last one. I do want her to join. I gotta dismiss somebody.
A Githyanki joining our company. Not a collaboration I'd have anticipated, but a welcome one nonetheless.
Dismiss Asterion.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a
Wow.
library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry.
Oh man.
There.
What a dude. Don't stop there. You must have many stories to tell about your adventures as an archmage.
Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
I'm not gonna do that. I'll change the subject. Dude's pretty funny. Sorry, Asterion.
Yes. Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Well, I'm really not. Please just stay here.
Guess I'll spend my evenings lounging here while you do all the hard work. It sounds awful.
With me.
Speak. It is done.
She's the best character, man. Lae'zel. That. Extra action.
Assume nothing.
using it. Look at that, bro. Damn, from 619. Plus the fire. Uh-oh. Things are in trouble now.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Where is, let me give this to a stereo. Ah, well. Can't. Where is this chest? My personal chest. Is it this one? Yeah, okay.
What's inside?
Check it. Okay.
Have to keep going.
Actually, keeping that though. We'll give it to the stereo.
Seems simple enough.
In the day. Oh. She's got something to say. Ridiculous sword. That's cool.
A monster forms inside us, and you think to be idle. I knew your kind to be fragile, but I didn't foresee the severity.
What?
Be quick about your rest. We must locate a crash.
I'm gonna go with number one. Need to pace ourselves. Don't you know an exhausted warrior is an ineffective one? That sounds like something a monk would say. Some monk wisdom.
A thick-headed notion in a complex circumstance. Do you suppose the parasites inside us dare to rest? That the Geich do not still pursue us with each peal of the bell? Take your rest. I will stand watch. Should a single tentacle split your skull, I will not hesitate to end you.
Your gift friend seems on edge. Mustn't relish the thought of sprouting tentacles. Understandable. Can't say I'm a fan either. It's just hard to join in when all of this feels so new. The night normally means bustling streets, bursting taverns. Curling up in the dirt and resting is, a little novel.
That's nice. What's up? Prayers make a soothing tea if you can't settle in. Monks know.
No, tea isn't really my drink. I'll be awake a while anyway. I need some time to think things through, to process this. You sleep. I'll keep watch. The pleasure is all mine. Sweet dreams. Something's on my mind.
Doing the rounds, are you? You'd better get some rest. What were you two talking about?
We were just discussing the next steps.
I see. I'd be careful with Lae'zel.
You don't trust her?
She's not of this world. I'd be surprised if our interests remained aligned. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer. You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
Agreed.
Good. We might even get lucky and find one right away. As I see it, we're overdue some good fortune. Rest well.
Yeah, control this head parasite shit, I would say so. Talk to this fool. I need to talk to Withers.
Go to hell.
The monk response. Boom.
Oh, nothing. Nothing. I'm just poorly making a point. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless. But we've seen hell. It's real. And it isn't trivial.
What's on your mind,
Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts. Pictures on a piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract.
Nope. It sure isn't. Let's see. This is the one. Positivity from the monk.
That's the spirit. Let's be up with the lark. Find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
Sleep. Supply pack. Let's leave camp. Fuck out of here. Oh yeah. I know exactly where I am.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second! What's going on? Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now!
On
You
Zevlor.
let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time!
What is that?
By the nine hells! Open the gate!
Open the gates. You gotta save these dudes. Oops. Oh! Damn.
No!
We took 2 arrows to the chest. Dead.
Shit! Form a line! Damnable roach!
What?
Provoke the blade. And suffer its sting.
What the fuck? That shit was a hilarious intro. Both missed. Monk skills. Too good.
I'll bleed every last one of you!
Okay. Try to just smack this dude.
I will
Yeah.
not know failure.
Oh my goodness. Ha Go down here though. Ugh. Critical miss. It's my turn. All right.
least a step.
I'm about to. Guy's dead. I'm about to blast him. Wait, I don't even need to hit him with that. I'm hitting with regular shit. Waste. What? Kick's gonna kill him. Yeah. Man. Martial arts, baby. Oh. Stay right here. Get that high ground.
Knight to King 5.
Perfect for my boy. Let's see. What? Son of a bitch.
My sickle and sword.
Yeah, this guy's in the mix too. Holy crap. What?
Have to keep going.
Go ahead and go at this guy. This one's Zevlor. Oh no, we gotta save everybody. She going? Really? Hey, buddy. They're in trouble. Behind you. He's shooting? Do you have a gun? Hold on a second. I got a pickaxe, let's say. Doing it too. Shoot him. I'm moving this way.
Breathe deep and move.
Bust out some serious damage. Magic missile on the orb. One for him. Gonna use shit, I don't know. Try to get down there. It's basically over. The boys are done.
On my way.
Get there and I'll just throw some fire at it. Don't I have a... got lacerate. Moving up like right here.
Make way.
Leave swing weapon in a large arc to hit multiple enemies. Almost strike. Lacerate. I'm gonna do cleave. Cleave with both these idiots right here. Missed one. Action surge. Didn't miss nothing. I missed twice. Follow strike, can't miss 3 times. Oh. His ass out. Knocked out forever, huh? Whoops. Turn, she's a beast.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
Easy peasy.
Good. Damn vermin.
A brazen attack for such lowly creatures.
Fire.
They must have been seeking something. Or someone.
Mm-hmm. Fight.
What's hiding here? One day I'll catch a break.
No breaks. What is that doing? And what? Why is that doing? Because of my kill? Is that why?
More goblins. What's next?
Iron Man +1. Okay. Someone who benefit from that.
Might be useful.
Get that javelin. Some sigil. Alright, let's go over here. Let's get into this place. Check this chick. Peace.
More goblins. What's next?
Bit. Wait a minute. He didn't think I just disappeared after the fight, did he?
I blame you. There are children here, you fool! We was running for our lives. You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Not Drow response.
Pull your claws in, under-elf. Show some respect. This man saved your pathetic life. Well, I didn't ask for any goddamn help. Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
Damn.
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
Oh. I'll smack one. I'ma hit this dude. I mean, I could try this, but 50-50. This. I was gonna do it. I was gonna knock some sense into him. Monk style. 16 is the roll. Shit. Fuck. No. Rolling again. I gotta be able gotta smack this man. Yes. What?
That's that, I suppose. The
Shouldn't have
goblins
done
have
that.
found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately.
Though, be careful you don't spoil it for once.
Now that that's settled, we can get to finding a healer.
His skull isn't as thick as I thought.
Oh, that was fucking crazy. Just KO'd that man. As he said some shit about it. Gotta level everybody up. Oh, that was funny. Decked him. Oh, okay. Level up monk. I can pick a subclass now? What? Monkey deflecting missiles. Wow. What? But okay. Way of the four elements. You focus your key to bend the elements to your will, using them as an extension of your own body. That sounds cool. Spells? I get it. Thing of the fire snake. Sweeping cinder strike. What about way of the open hand? Specialize in unarmed combat, using your hands and your control of key to heal or inflict grievous hurt. What? We have shadow. What? Stealth monk? Hide. Pass without trace. Damn. Mm-hmm. Dark vision. Don't really need that. Sitting that. I like open hand. Think, or maybe this one. This one's kind of cool. Yeah, nah, I'm gonna do this one. The way of the four elements. It's just like that other spell. Call forth the cold mountain winds and reduce the target's movement speed by 3 meters. That's pretty nice. A little ice cube? What? Chromatic orb. Sweeping cinder strike. pretty cool, but you know what? Since it's more exciting than just these. I don't know, it's cool though. Where elements would go. Bam. Bam. And this one. I mean, I don't know if this could be useful. Like exploring and shit. I mean, I like these better though. I'm going full offense. Yeah, that's the plan. Except very nice. Okay. So 2 spells. I do want the heals, all of them. This has range. I'm gonna take away the touch one away. No, this one in instead. Silence, blindness. I like this one. Why is this such a hard choice? This one. And go with this one. For an offensive one thing. So got some heals, some buffs, and 1 offense. So many damn choices. Evocation stuff. I'm specializing. Darkness 2. Absolutely taken. Still wind. It's off balance too. Disadvantage on strength and dexterity checks, and attack rolls have it. Guess them have advantage. Okay. Melts acid arrow. There's evocation. So scorching ray. Hopefully rays of fire. What kind of spells do I got? Here. You know what? I'm gonna get the acid arrow. I have versatility. I want to have damage versatility from the mage. Oh no, I want to prep spells. Fuck.
Quite ready for you.
Yo. Mel's arrow, missile, chrome, grease, and 12 clouds like. It's like the better version of Fog Cloud, except it's evocation, so my people will be okay in it. Fog Cloud, sleep. Yeah, I like sleep. Use this one too. Never used it. So I'm pretty much full offense. A little grease and then I'm good. Beast of the group. Battle Master. That is the Eldritch Knight. Paragons of tactical superiority, combining combat maneuvers and experience in the field to dominate every fight. Study magic. Champion. Ooh, shit. Making maneuvers though. Spend an reaction to direct an ally to strike a foe. Disarming attack. Okay. Distracting strike, yes. Footwork, feigning attack, goading attack. Distract him. Goad him into attacking you. Some movement speed transfer. I like this one, menacing for her. I'm clicking it. Precision. Add it to the attack roll. Pushing. Post. Sweep. Precision. So if I really need a hit, I can go with that.
Let's get going with haste.
What's up, Aaron? Trader. I can trade with you.
Refugees, adventurers, and even a drow. No one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well
Hey.
met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long.
Man, it sounded really racist in the beginning. Ritual.
I forgot, you're a blow-in. A few days hence, this grove will be completely concealed by thorny vines. None will be able to enter or leave. A drastic measure. But more monsters seem to terrorize this region every day.
Let's see.
We
What other
druids
people?
will be safe. As for those that took refuge here, well, may Sylvanas guard them as they continue their travels. As I said, it's a drastic measure, but the survival of the grove is paramount. There just aren't enough supplies to support everyone. I pray no goblin arrow has grazed you. Nettie could put you to rights. She should be with the others in the inner chambers, but I doubt she'll be taking on new patients. The grove will be locked down soon. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
What are you selling?
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
I care about our
How
lives.
do I sell
Our
all wares?
futures.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Take that back. Right.
Not a sell all wares button. Guess not. What happened to the sell all wares button? Ah, here we go. Damn, that's what I'm talking about.
We don't even know these people.
That doesn't matter.
Of course it does. You would choose strangers over us.
All this crap I got.
Not what I said.
Can we stop shouting? No?
I'm about to start selling weapon duplicates.
Calm down. Please.
I won't
Stag.
leave them behind.
You're going to get us killed.
I guess that's it.
This is about your precious Baldur's Gate.
That.
I care about our
And I think
lives.
that's it.
Our futures.
No, you just care about your stupid apprenticeship.
Selling these special ones. Alright, that's all I'm selling. I'm done. Peace.
Sylvanus, guide your path.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Just like I was saying, I don't want all these lives on my conscience. We need to stay.
Zerg. Fine. We'll stay. If we survive, it'll make for a good story, I suppose.
Thank you, Roland.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Oh, here he is.
Children!
Go on. Give me a best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
Say number 3.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Yes, and we will carry parasites.
Doomed to shed our skin and become a lithid, or so the stories go. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Wyll chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Well, with cavorting with devils, I see. You should consider better company.
A fiend makes for poor company, unless it's been stuffed and mounted on your wall. Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mindflayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
I'm looking to cure this infection. I suggest we partner up.
Just so you know, my first duty is Karlak. I'm oath-bound to go after her.
But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation. You'll need to make room if you want to partner up, though. Still, when the time comes, call for the blade. I won't be long to answer. A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
Swing. Goblins out forever. This is no fortress and
And
we're
again.
warriors.
I saw you at the gates. You fight well. A few words for the kids? Spare a story or two.
Sure. This one. No. Saldarine. Yes. What I'm gonna choose. You must outsmart and outmaneuver. Your greatest weapon is your cunning.
Thanks. I prefer when they smile.
No problem. Kid.
He stares right past you as if you're invisible or boring.
You alright? Let's see. Anything else on
He's
your
still
mind?
staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
Damn it. I need intelligence to search rocks for an opening. Roll it, cares. Oh, no. Someone else do it.
You look the rocks over, but find no sign of a way through.
What if I can I have a gale?
You have my attention.
Looking ahead.
If you fail and leave, it's over.
Goblins out forever.
Never
fine.
wanted the easy path.
Please.
Wait a minute. Collector of valued objects? Hold on.
Oh, hey. You're one of those Drow, right? I heard stories about you. How you all live underground and steal
No.
kids away.
I'm from an underground monastic order of righteous monks. Okay, I'm not that guy. I have one red eye. I'm crossbreed. Trying to bring peace.
Oh. Okay. Hey. Would you like to see something fun? Go on.
What?
Take this ring. It's lucky.
Who got magic? You give me a cool ring? Take it.
Call it. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Heads it is.
Yes.
See? That's the kind of luck you get from one of my lucky rings. I've
Wow.
got more where that came from. Real cheap too. Interested?
This kid's good.
Okay, fair. Let's go again. Heads or tails? Call it.
Heads.
Heads it is. There. Happy?
Not yet. Flip the coin again.
Really? I mean, fine. Heads or tails? Heads it is. There. Happy?
Yeah,
You got it. One sec.
you got me. Let me
That's what I
see
got.
what you got. Oh, I had a perception check fail. Here's nothing I want though. I'm not gonna buy any dye.
last room.
I'd like to buy some blue dye though. Just one. Don't dye my clothes.
You tree-hugging bastard!
Arbel's guided distractions. This kid's a little mischievous fucker.
You bought
ain't he?
something. Most everybody says it looks like junk and moves on.
Just wanted to support a young businessman.
Oh, you have. You definitely have. Anyway, see you again sometime. Take care. Safe travels.
You realize your bag feels light. You were just robbed.
What? This little fucker robbed me. Are you serious? By that other kid. Oh, I know where.
Hey, you're back. Here to buy some stuff? Me? No, promise. I'm just a kid trying to make a living. You know who you should talk to? Moll. She's my boss, I guess.
Oh.
Good at finding stuff. Her office is through the crack in the wall over there, if you can fit.
I can't fucking fit.
You bet. Good luck, pal.
Please, last room.
That's curious.
Can't fit.
Should mind my step.
You tree-hugging bastard!
Oh, hi. Me? Suspicious? No? No, I sure don't.
You are a thief.
But, I'll go ask my boss for you.
You're a thief,
Right now.
Sylvie. Did I lose like everything? Wait, I don't like I lost much. What am I missing? Wait a minute.
You tree-hugging bastard! Step back. You sully our holy ground.
Combine it with my monastic robes. Damn. That's not bad. Looks pretty good.
Please, last room. It is forbidden.
That was Drake General dye though. Should have used it instead. I'll wear these for now. Stereo, then I'll switch with them.
You tree-hugging bastard! Step back. You sully our holy
They
ground.
stole from me. No, I think they stole like a couple of bucks and that's it.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
No big deal.
Let my daughter go right now!
She's a
Whoa.
thief, hell spawn. And you will wait for Korga's judgment. Now get back!
Oh, let me through, Mragrasham, or I'll rip your damn throat out!
Scared him away.
Do all the damn rituals you
That all
want!
about.
We need to get Arabella out! Now!
You heard the guards. They're waiting on Korga to give word.
I'd sooner trek through the 9 hells than trust that snake! Ugh!
Arabella tried to steal their idol. druids lost their damn minds about it. They need it for their precious ritual.
Oh, it's all my fault. I told her I wished the wretched thing would just disappear, or better yet, explode.
Now Arabella's being judged by a bunch of druids who hate us. That's not right.
This grove is like a cauldron about to boil over. I say we check in on the child. Make sure she comes to no harm.
I agree.
Thank you. They won't give us the time of day.
Hurry! I'm at the end of my tether as is. Can't take this waiting. Damn it. We could have taken those guards.
I'd rather you not get eaten by a bear. Try greasing palms.
Lives are at stake, and the cowards only care about their bloody rituals.
My Earthheim friend. Alas,
What's going on, people?
I've never learned to confess.
Calm, Magrin. Give him a chance. You, step back. We'll not tolerate Drow in here.
Ha! Drow. I always thought it was pronounced Drow, but it's Drow. Okay. Drow monk. What about this one? I'm not looking for trouble. Can't you just let me by?
And you'll find trouble all the same unless you get out of my sight.
A moment, Giorna.
What? Why would she allow one of them? I suppose so. You. Apparently Korga wants to see you. Go ahead. But a word of warning. One wrong move and every single animal here will tear you apart.
My grizzled
Whoa.
friend.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this place?
Cursed to put my hand.
Yes, I see. And is that her with 2 R's or one?
Away from Tuffet. She's lazy enough as is.
Do my eyes deceive me? A drow! Here! Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already packed with intrigue. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Who's this weirdo? Fine.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, but remember nothing useful about goblin social order or behavior.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns.
A mythweaver. This man has no respect for truth.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
Dragon? Wasn't any dragon.
Witnesses failed to notice the obvious dragon.
Oh, this man's crazy.
Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Rally to the absolute? Think so.
Really? Well, this does complicate things. But then again, well, never mind. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute.
Maglabiet.
The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Gukliak would come to some use.
Tell him to be careful.
Never you mind. Who needs mercy when you've a quick tongue, hmm? And
An invisibility potion stashed in your back pocket. Until we meet again.
Saving Drow, and boom, you're dead.
Yes, I see.
Speak. The bird knows. She needs to know. You do not.
Okay, makes sense. Try to persuade her. Well, this is a true statement right here.
Forgive me. It is not you I fear. It is my brethren. More follow Korga every day. They are afraid, and she offers a simple solution. Eject the refugees, and we will be safe. A druid and an outsider. We can do nothing without turning the others against us. Only Master Halsin can stop this. I pray my bird returns with news of him.
Master
If not,
Halsin.
I fear for my people.
Okay.
He left with the adventurers. They went treasure hunting in an old temple near here. Master Halsin did not chase treasure. I do not know what he was chasing, but he never returned. I would prefer not to, but if Master Halsin does not return, Korga will give the order, and my voice will not matter.
Yeah, so I gotta get this Halsin, dude.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sense this, Korga. Release her.
She stole the idol of Sylvanas. She must pay the price.
Cornelius too.
We will
looks
imprison
like.
the thief under guard of my serpent. When we cast out the rest, she may join them. Let the devil be an example. We will tolerate
Quick save.
outlanders no longer. The grove will be made
Lady
safe.
could be dangerous.
The circle will be closed.
Please. I'm sorry.
Viper.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
Prison her. She's just a child.
She's a parasite. She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Ah, monk. Persuasion, there it is. You act rashly. The cornered viper would. Free the child or more tieflings will interrupt you. Boom. I could try to detect thoughts as well, but... Oh, monk persuasion. Advantage. Roll 2 dice, use the higher value. Come on, dice. Give me something good. Yes. Thank you, dice. Thank you.
A gathered herd of the devils would indeed be disruptive. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me. Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you,
The hell was that?
Korga. Master Halsin.
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
He could have gone crazy. Always want to talk.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions?
I agree.
Couldn't agree more. The girl wasn't innocent, but that doesn't mean she was guilty.
That's what matters.
You gotta say Shadowheart.
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with. Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Let's see. Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Trust you.
We've shown them once. We take Grove law seriously.
Talk to this guy.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Well seen. Well spotted.
She does
We've
seem
let a
dangerous.
snake replace our leader. Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin caught, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Would you?
Halsin.
I would give anything to see Halsin return home.
No need to fret.
Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
Alright. Oh, it's the lady.
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who better to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Loth?
Right. Let's move the camera a bit. See. Let's see. I have no love for the Queen of Spiders.
Indeed. But you do exhibit a talent for self-preservation. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. Is it not her nature to strike at invaders?
No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Can't just force these people out.
I am First Druid now. I protect the circle, whatever the cost.
You showed great mettle at the gate.
The metal of a skilled sword for hire.
I want you to provide your services to the tiefling leader. Zevlor, he's called. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well.
They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Gotta speak to Zevlor then.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
Servants' quarters.
We just let her run off.
She's a child.
A devil child. One who tried to steal from us.
Nettie, found you.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
No, hurry up, Nettie. I can do the help.
A moment.
This may be kept.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now what? Drow. Last time I saw one of you folk, he tried to slit me open. I hope you're more agreeable.
But you see another Drow.
That's neither here nor there. Look, you obviously want something. What is it? You found
Eddie.
her, but I still don't know what she can do for you.
Healing as soon as possible.
Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired around the eyes, maybe.
No good way of putting this,
A tadpole.
tadpole.
A mind flayer tadpole. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. Don't worry about him on the table. I'm not in the habit of killing Drow. He attacked Master Halsin and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
He and I had the same kind of parasite.
Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. I pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that plan? Will that help?
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
With anyone else that's infected.
Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening.
On a mind flayer ship, I was kidnapped and
A mind
infected.
flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
It's just getting real, okay. I should could cure me. What about that branch?
The thorn? Coated in a fatal toxin. It was a last resort, in case I couldn't trust you. I don't have a cure. Only a way out. I'm sorry for misleading you, but I had to be sure you weren't a threat before I told you everything. Now,
Do I have your word or not?
Swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
What do you mean, should be changing?
Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers, telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
So you think it's only a matter of time? Say that that's good news.
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know.
Good news?
Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. The thing is, I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
Good to me. Okay, I'll find him.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath. Step at a time, Letty. Come on.
Why? There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
Something in the vessel. Why is this closed? This letter. Ah, interesting.
Something over there.
Where? Alright, I'm getting out of here.
I don't want blood on my hands.
We have the right to defend our home.
So that's what you want?
Ooh, I'm gonna say, no. He said something about a vessel, but I didn't see anything. Second. I'm gonna go back in here one more time. Well, you know what? I'll be back here. I don't need to go in there right now. Let's continue. Talk to these parents real quick, turn in this quest.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
Do this one.
Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me.
Bells, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us.
Dancing lights. I'll just illuminate some shit. Okay. Well, that's pointless.
That good.
I'll give it to Gale. Only one doesn't have night vision.
Lovely day, this. For now.
No time to rest. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
I swear that Ox's gaze is following me.
I can't talk to animals. Looking beast you are. Alright, see you later, cow. Wait a minute, but he can.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Well, he can't talk to him.
I've got a long road ahead.
Pass the Arcana check.
On my way.
Which doesn't help me if you can't talk to him. Yeah, this is the guy I was looking for.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
I'm gonna look out for his better interest. I'm gonna say yes, and I suggest you do as she says. Shouldn't have done that.
Lower.
Gonna wait.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map.
I should have cut
Show
it off
me.
and said, don't do it. I'd have been more monk-like.
Up. You can keep your innards.
Lady's kind of dangerous and hard to control, though.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Do this one. You gotta be that rough with everyone we meet.
Rough? Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh. When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough?
Alright, you made your point. Say enough. Just know where our next
T-sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. The creche holds the Zafisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Hey. Leave. Monk doesn't make fun of people. Should've though.
What to bring?
Here goes nothing.
Oh, you tips are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
What's going on here?
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way.
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
I'm a step between.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill him too?
You, move!
I sense the pain you carry, but killing this creature will not ease your burden. Haha! Monk wisdom. It's a pass.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do. Damn you. Damn it! Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies?
Because she's not a practice target, she's a person.
Your soft heart will be the death of us.
Can't say I understand that. Not sure I want to.
It's all right, Arca. Let's go.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs. Let me out, you bunch of softies.
Might be worth a look.
What is this stone door?
Shut it! Boss would rip you for talking that way.
I gotta say.
Tiring business, isn't it? All this traveling and adventuring. Why don't we take a little break? Allow ourselves a few moments of rest? Gives me a chance to talk to you about something, well, rather important.
What is it? Rather important, no less. Alright, go ahead.
We've been on the road together for a while now, haven't we? Survived some perils, overcame some obstacles. Ever since you were kind enough to free me from that stone, I've seen you demonstrate remarkable guile and courage. The way you stood in front of a crossbow to prevent a murder. The way you got Korga to release the girl. In short, I've grown to trust you.
Okay. I'll say it's very gratifying to hear.
The reason I make a point of saying this is that I've grown confident enough to tell you something I've yet to tell another living soul, except for my cat.
We just met,
You see,
though, kind of.
I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but just as deadly.
What kind of condition?
The specifics are rather personal, but suffice it to say that it is a malady I've learned to live with, though not without some effort. What it comes down to is this. Every so often, I need to get my hands on a powerful magical item and absorb the weave inside.
Causes you to consume raw magic? I'm going to need the deets.
I can say no
please.
more on the matter. Not now, anyway. Just trust me when I say it's all of vital importance. It's been days since I last consumed an artifact, since before we were abducted. It's only a matter of time before my craving returns. That is why I turn to you. I need you to help me find magic items to consume. It is vital. Dare I say it? Critical.
Where can we find these?
We've already done the finding. In fact, you have one in your possession. You know for yourself how hard-won such an item was, and it will be no easier when even more are required to assuage my hunger.
Okay.
There'll be danger involved, or great cost.
Expected as much. Don't worry. I'm happy to help. I'm a monk.
Splendid. Bit of boldness will serve us well. I'm sure we won't have to look very far to find what I need. Faerun overflows with magic-infused treasure. As do our packs, as a matter of fact. We've such an item already in our possession, primed for the moment the need arises. I hope I can count on you.
Mm-hmm. Sure you can.
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Must be careful.
He's boring. Let's find another one.
Did some bleeding arts show up to save the druid? I'll cut you to pieces. Kill him!
What? Turn this off. Kindle. I hurt. Shit. I'm just gonna run up and just smash on this dude. It's gonna slow me down. I'm not gonna make it. Oh shit. Oh. What's this? Targets within the light turn invisible. Turn visible. Oh. Attack rolls against them have advantage. Everyone's about to die. missed. Jump. Alright, collecting missiles. Collecting missiles again. What? I threw it back at him? That was sick. That was sick as fuck. Okay. He's gonna retreat.
Let's light them up.
Fucking bitch. Damn it, I need to get at that person.
A little help, please.
Need some serious healing. Here, going to attack this fucker. Guys are pissing me off.
You bow, or you
Not prone, pull. Wait, it's 2 key points. What about this one? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna use it. What? That was cool. Coming for you.
Mistra Rill. Of course.
See if I can hit her with this. Yes. Oh, come on. I got to see what's up. Bitch, I'm here. Ah. Using that can be a waste. Just a boom. Bro, that was a sick attack. Those are some sick ass attacks. The one class is cool.
That ends. Not as bad as it could have.
It was dope. Arrow vast, some bows. Can I go there? It makes no sense. Am I stuck? I'm gonna do right here. Warrior Gresh. Chomp.
His breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
I wonder what the next move is.
Very nice.
I have a lot on my mind and, well...
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here.
I'm surprised the goblins didn't gut you on sight. Why didn't
They were asking questions about a weapon. I told them the only weapons here are the ones the Foulbloods brought. I must tell the others what happened. I step careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
If not over, then through.
Design kit. Vision elixir and another trap kit.
What's in here?
What we got?
Looks like a trap there.
It's trapped. I can try it. All these bonuses, I have a good chance of succeeding. It's locked.
Bet I can crack that open.
Take it. $15. I don't know. It's tough. Say continue. Forget about it. Go in this door.
Better not be cursed.
Glaive library. Where the hell am I?
Step carefully. There's a trap.
I can't even see a lock to pick.
Oh, let me get the hell out of here.
Should get started.
Ow. And I can't use the Get Yankee jump again, can I? No, I can make it over there anyway. Weird. Hey, Everybody, let's go. Run.
Fading fast.
Yeah.
I need healing.
I'm good. back out this way.
A long way to go still.
Let's move. Let's see what this does.
You're gonna be sorry, every one of you.
Waste a step.
Talk to this lady. It's kind of crazy.
Didn't expect to see a drow in here. Did the boss lady send you to rescue me?
Absolutely not. Seldarine, deception. Yes, she sent me. Ready to get out of here. Test it.
Yeah. Take me back to the tribe, and we'll tell the boss all about this pretty little place, so she can burn it to the ground. We'll be heroes, blessed by Priestess Gut, in the name of the Absolute.
Priestess Gut.
The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is.
Gold
The
from the
blessing
sky.
in the storm and the storm itself. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are.
Princess Gut, tell me more.
Got a whole lab set up. Cooks up potions that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
Alright, I'm leaving.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
I could use the target practice.
Having fun with your new goblin friend? Bet you aren't.
Lady.
You! Saw you fighting
Her name
those
was
slimy
Okra.
bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
This slop is beneath me. No, I'll take a bowl.
Look, it ain't much, but it might make all the difference. The only way we'll make it to Baldur's Gate is to run, and run hard. If a gnoll catches your scent, you'll need every bit of strength. Trust me. What do I do for some salt?
Ah, if it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish?
That's how I look.
Auntie Ethel will sort you out.
Can't help
I've
it.
lotions and potions galore.
There's no need. I'm fine, really.
Sorry, love. I'll just lose the run of myself sometimes. I must say, though, you're
Look it up.
looking mighty peaky. Are you all right?
I've been better. It's difficult to explain.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil. But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new. My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Okay.
What is it, Petal? What's wrong?
I'm gonna have to say there's nothing wrong. I swear everything's fine. I can't
As you
tell.
wish, Petal. Now, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale. Hey, bother.
You have nothing. But I'm gonna sell some shit to you though.
Take care now, sweetie.
Grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy. The scowl on your face would frighten a troll. You're an idiot. We should have left by now. Damnation! Instead, we're just sitting here, practically begging to be attacked. Staying is a mistake. And what about us? There's every chance we've doomed ourselves by helping these people. We will end up fodder for some goblin's blade, all because Leah insists on helping every wounded foe we see. Our best chance to make it to Baldur's Gate is on our own. This place is lost. You are looking at Loroakan's newest apprentice.
Loroakan?
Yes, that Loroakan. The greatest wizard in Baldur's Gate.
Really?
I've heard that name before. A young man, yes? Lives in Ramaz's tower in the upper city.
The very same.
Word in Waterdeep has it he's a bit of a cad. But you say he's an accomplished wizard.
Of course he is. The greatest spellcaster along the Sword Coast. As if I'd settle for a lesser mentor.
In that case, I'd very much appreciate it if you could arrange an introduction, should we reach the city.
Good idea.
If it's powerful acquaintances you're after, you have to look no further than yours truly. Few can match me, in either magic or talent.
Whoa, that's full
In
of
years to
himself.
come, you will boast of this meeting, I can assure you. May we meet again in Baldur's Gate, my friend.
Alright, I'm gonna on the lookout for this Roland dude.
I'm just sad.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True. Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
What you got? Ah, monk. I was trying to fight barehanded, not really one for weapons. Aha.
Might have to teach the rest of us that trick then.
Expect half these blades will break the first time they strike a goblin skull. I've had to make do with what I could scavenge.
Ace +1.
Die if
Couldn't
I let
hurt to
Roland
buy
reeking
that.
of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
I'm gonna buy +1 for Shadowheart. And a hand crossbow. +1 for me. That's the play. What helmet? Constitution saving throws +1. Feather helmet.
Don't be
That'd
grumpy,
be good for
Roland.
me.
We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy. The scowl on your face would frighten a troll. You're an idiot.
Athletics +1. Strength saving throws. Constitution saving throws. buy these things.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Damn druids. Who uses water?
Mix +1. Shadowheart. Strength saving throws. Oh, do I want that?
What's next, I wonder?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Better than sleight of hand.
I'd die if I met a Roican reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to
What?
burn
Oh yeah, I don't use armor. What am I thinking? Give it to...
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood. Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Give the helmet to her. This helmet to Shadowheart, I guess. Well, really to Asterion.
Wits and blades,
Shadowheart.
always sharp.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon. I am not grumpy.
Scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
I will give, I'll wear these. Wait. No, I won't. She will.
Indolence breeds madness.
Now we're talking.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Sleight of hand, that's for Asterion. Other helmet, that's Asterion as well.
How long until Roland
Or maybe,
shows off his thunder wave?
Wyll. Forgot about Wyll.
How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
These boots have seen everything.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child.
No
If
problem.
the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it? It's good of you to offer, but there's a whole army of goblins out there. We'd need an army of our own to escort us safely to Baldur's Gate. And while I don't doubt your abilities, you're no army. There may be a way, though. Goblins are ill-disciplined. It's unlike them to organize so cleverly. Somebody must be leading them, bringing discipline to their ranks. Take out that leadership, and they'll scatter. It's no small thing to ask, but I've seen you fight. You're equal to the task.
Kill the leaders.
Everyone in this camp depends on it. Thank you. We'll be ready to leave as soon as you give word.
No, sir.
Yeah.
But if there's a clear path past those goblins, they'll find it.
Yes.
Wait, what's this?
Of course.
Ah.
Please, have mercy. We're exposed now.
Check the map. It's time to get out of here. What is this? I think it's time to short rest.
That hit the spot.
Actually, it might be time for a long rest. Camp it up.
What's it?
I might hurt. Alright, where's Wyll at?
Breathe deep and move.
Here he is.
The
Welcome.
goblins still infest the roads. As long as their leaders live, Zevlor's people are trapped.
How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells? It's about the eye.
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days. By all means. Anything more we should discuss?
Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hills.
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Ariel's own, Chaos Incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Who's the source of yours?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Move on.
All right. Anything more we should discuss?
How'd you become to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
What act could be finer than saving a life? You must have felt proud.
Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade, and so I heeded.
And before that?
Baldur's Gate, born and raised. The only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine.
Who could I have him replace? Hazel, she's too good. Shadowheart, maybe. Gale. He could replace Gale, I guess. They're kind of similar in a way. I think I will have him replace him for now. Just for now.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course. They're sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
I think I have a magical artifact you'll be interested in. Should I give him one now?
Your enterprising approach to my problem is most encouraging. But it is a delicate process to keep my condition stable. I do not yet need to consume an item, but keep it close by.
Okay.
It will not be too much longer. Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Got it.
I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
Join up with me, Wyll. Let's just
The
sip
Blade of Frontiers at your calling. That's the spirit.
Just sipping. Level him up. Warlock. Need a spell. Got charisma and charm. X. Which bolt? Well, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna do charm person. A good charisma. Let's do Hex. Your study of occult lore, you have unearthed Eldritch invocations, fragments of forbidden knowledge that imbue you with an abiding magical prowess. Agonizing blast. Add my charisma modifier to Eldritch Blast. I'm using that. I'll expend it. Oh. East speech. Calling influence. That's nice. Devil's Sight. No. Fiendish Vigor. No. 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 Go Agonizing Blast and Beguiling Influence. Spells again. Madness. Pact Boon. Pact of the Chain. Familiar Face Spirit. Takes the form of your choosing. Pact Weapon. Maybe better. Pact of the Tome. This would be better. Because my spellcasting ability modifier is higher than my strength and dexterity. Yep. Pact of the Tome. Back to the blade. Good. Spell, not darkness. Old person. That sounds kind of good. I'm gonna do Crown of Madness. Yep.
Never a dull moment.
Very nice.
Let's see.
I'm gonna talk to Mr. Withers real quick.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Pretty rude, but services can a skeleton offer?
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
Resurrect people? Wow. incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
Mr. Withers, Mr. Withers. He's dead on my side at the moment, though.
Farewell.
Oh no, we're not done talking, Mr. Withers.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still.
What are you reading, man? You doing?
Writing the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Okay.
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
You can trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
Alright, can we talk some more?
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
That'd be rude, but what are you?
There are many answers to that question. None are important.
Okay, fair enough. Skeletons aren't supposed to be able to talk.
Correct.
Want to explain further?
No.
Alright. Attack. Nah, see ya. That's funny. Well, I'm gonna save it right here. I'm gonna talk to these people and sleep next time. First thing.